Hello, and welcome to another Chronicle Chamber book review. I'm Ankit, and today I'll be reviewing Regal Comics from India's The Phantom, issues number 9 and 10. Now, those who aren't familiar with Regal Comics of India and their publication of The Phantom in full color, which they started in last year of August, you can check out more details about Regal and the previous issues that we've already reviewed in the Chronicle Chamber website as well as the YouTube channel. Now, before I begin the review, I would like to point out that in February, Regal had released issues number 7 and 8. Now, as those who are aware about how Regal have been publishing and their schedules, they usually publish two issues with a gap of a month in between. So, this came out in February, issues 5 and 6 came out in December. But exceeding all expectations, suddenly after February, in March we have two issues. Now, does that mean Regal is now going to start publishing two issues every month? If yes, then that would be great news, and I really hope that is what it's going to be. Anyway, let's get back to the review. Now, issue 9 and 10, there is something I would like to point out, especially about the cover art on this. Issue 9's cover art has been done by me, Ankit, and it's my first work with like in any professional illustration for that matter, and it's also on digital. I have been drawing thing from childhood, and the phantom, drawing like a phantom is like a dream come true, and I'm really glad that I got the opportunity and the honor, especially thankful to Regal and their editorial that they allowed this. And this is actually based off art from the first story, which was here. Yeah, this one. So yeah, there are I went through a lot of iterations because I didn't want to just copy the thing that Terry Beatty had drawn, and I pushed my own ideas and editorial and everything. You can see some pictures of how things went, like how it developed one by one. It'll be put on screen here, but anyway, getting that across, the next issue is done by, the cover art is done by Mr. Vincent Moses Raja, and those familiar with Regal will probably know Mr. Raja has been doing covers for the Phantom ever since the very first issue, and he's probably been on this is his fifth cover if I'm not mistaken, probably, yeah. So, and this is actually probably my favorite one also, and this is also based off a panel of a story, the ghost story here, I think, somewhere here. So yeah, now that we have this, we'll go on with the reviews. Now, firstly, the paper quality and printing, everyone knows how much I've harped up about this, and just to put everything in context, the paper quality is glossy and thick and as good as any of the Frew trade paperbacks. So those who are well aware will know, like these issues have the finest quality of paper, and the printing fidelity is fantastic. And yeah, another thing is, if you buy direct from Regal, you get freebies. Like this one, the issue 9 comes with the freebie of the Phantom sticker. This is again an illustration by me. I had to draw the full figure for this freebie. And issue 10 comes with a mini poster, which is again based on the art from the cover itself. This is a really cool poster, that the good mark and the skull. So yeah, now coming to the individual issues, not going to spoiler territory, this book has one of my favorite Terry Beatty Sundays, Death Stalks the Fifth Phantom. It's the story of, it's like one of those flashback stories told by the Chronicles, which is absolutely one of my favorite, and it has got this sense of danger and vulnerability. The problem I have always felt with some of the older Phantom stories is that the Phantom always feels invincible, and stories like this, really, where the Phantom is put in a situation of like danger and all, it's great. The Powerhouse Gang, on the other hand, is a very light, I would say a much lighter hearted story. I won't say hearted, but like, yeah, it's a lighter story overall, and again, but it's a great story. It's a crisp, short, and I won't say short though, but like it's a very crisp story done well with all everything coming together. And now for issue 10. Issue 10 has the ghost story and Iceman. Now the ghost story is basically again like it's a story about again Phantom, or the 21st Phantom, how he uses his legend and how everything. It's a very standard Phantom story. Whereas the Iceman is again a story which develops, just shows the rich history of the Phantom. Like it goes back about his ancestors. I think it's about the 15th Phantom, if I'm not mistaken, about how the 21st Phantom is trying to bring back, or rather finishing the story of the 14th Phantom. Like an incident happened that involved the 14th Phantom, and that it was unresolved, and it takes them like. And another great part is that Kit and Heloise are very prominent in this story. So you see the Phantom not just as the ghost who walks, but also as a father figure, guiding his children and giving them a taste of what they might have to encounter when they become the Phantom. So yeah, and if you look at the printing, the stories, and everything, this is a very good package. So again, like this is something that's happening every time the Regal are bringing out a new issue. The combination of stories and everything is just making it great. Now, one thing I would like to point out is I've noticed Regal always, whenever it's a story by a certain artist, they always put the Sunday drop off panel that the artist draws. So Terry Beatty has this, but strangely, though this is a Terry Beatty story, they have chosen to go with a drop off panel that has Ollison's work. So that was a bit strange. Yeah, that's the only thing I noticed. And yeah, both these issues run for 56 issues and 56 pages, sorry. And yeah, get them. And I hope another thing is, with Regal right now, India is bracing for another second wave of the pandemic, and Regal have already had a lot of issues with distribution of the books. And very honestly, I just hope and wish they the things look up for them, because the stuff they're bringing out is absolutely solid. These books are the quality of these books rather is at par with any Marvel or DC book that's coming out. And so it would be a real shame if they can't go on with this series. I would want this series to run for like years, because so many stories and so many possibilities, and this kind of quality of printing and colors and separation. Great job. So yeah, and happy phantoming.